All right, I'm back from the locker room following the 49ers 42-10 annihilation of the Cowboys. And just a couple pieces to share with you. But first, big picture. This is officially the greatest start in 49ers history through 5 weeks. So the dynastic teams, the 80s, the 94 team, none of those teams started better than the 49ers this year. The DVOA rating, 51.6% above league average. Offense, defense, special teams. I mean, even Mitch Wishnowsky was pinning the Cowboys deep several times today. 49ers have never seen a start like today's. So that's just perspective to wrap your head around what you're watching out on that field. It really is special. The 49ers have a plus 99 point differential, highest in the league by 20 points. The Bills are number 2 at plus 79. The Cowboys are number 3 at plus 51. You just saw what number 1 did to number 3 out on that football field. Couple little intel nuggets from the locker room. Diomede Lenore told me that the 49ers defense took it personally that Dallas was technically the number 1 defense entering this game. And he heard so much talk about the number 1 Dallas defense. And he said, we have to adjust that. We need to make an adjustment to the defensive rankings. Well, mission accomplished on that front. And then learned from Kyle Juszczyk that Brock Purdy walked up to him early in the week this week and said, I really want to ball out this week. Purdy hasn't played a bad game in his career yet. And I think he should be the MVP frontrunner right now if we're going to be taking the bias out of it, talking objectively. But Purdy played his toughest game. It was a grind against Dallas back in January in the playoffs. It was his least efficient game. It was still good, but it was the least efficient game of his career. So Purdy really wanted to play these guys again and take it to them. And he did. Brock Purdy was awesome today. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. 3 touchdowns for George Kittle, whose birthday is tomorrow. Some of you will be watching this on George Kittle's actual birthday. Happy birthday celebration after. He got his friends who surprised him and his family all in on it there. As soon as George came out of his press conference, they started singing happy birthday. I'll tack on the video to the end of this. But, Purdy was sensational today. He accomplished his goal of going out there and balling out against the Cowboys. I'm sure the primetime national TV exposure also helped Brock Purdy. I think that motivated him too. He didn't say that, but I'm guessing that it did. And the 49ers are firing on all cylinders. So defense, Lenore wanted that number 1 title. I think the 49ers have a good stake to it now after what they did to Dallas and those 3 interceptions against Dak Prescott. Offense, obviously Brock Purdy, MVP leader. I think he should be at this point, and he really wanted to ball out against the Cowboys, and he did. And the 49ers are, as a team, this is the best start in team history. The Bengals are next. A lot of coverage of this is next. Lombardi leaves Levi's tonight, all that good stuff. I'm writing right now. Just wanted to fill you in. How about a happy birthday video for George Kittle? That's what's next. We'll talk to you soon.
Let's go! Let's go! Is today George's birthday? Tomorrow. Okay. Didn't even realize. We all came up here for his birthday.
Ready Ninja.
What, you surprised me? Yeah, that's awesome.
Ready? Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I know it's beneficial, and he want me to succeed, so I always listen. It's a blessing to have him, along with all these guys on this team, that was just a blessing.
Was it a concerted effort to come out in really sticky, tight coverage early today? It seemed like you guys were really pressed up on him early on.
Oh, I mean, our coach believed in us to actually play man, so we took it upon ourselves to really just lock into the little details and dominate.
Do you guys expect to play like this every week?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is just a standard. We always looking to get better. We had 4 turnovers today. I mean, next week we're probably looking for 5. So we always looking room to get better.
Do you think this puts you at the very top of the NFL as a team right now?
For sure. I mean, when you look at that game, you look at other teams, it's not even close. Like, I mean, I even try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but it's not close.
When the pass rush does hit after the coverage is so sticky, how I could tell you really enjoy that, but how gratifying is it for a defensive back to know your coverage bought them enough time to get to the QB?
I mean, we say the rush complements the coverage and the coverage complements the rush, but today we was all clicking. Mm-hmm. So I mean, when you see a defense like that, and with all these players, special players, it looks scary.
Do you have a favorite interception from one of your teammates today?
I want to say Gip, but Fred interception, and he did it last year too. So it was like he doubled up. I would give it to Fred.
Looking at now, and the player you've seen back in early January, late 22, it's a different player. You know what I'm saying? It's the mental bank has more in it. As, obviously you can't buy experience. Experience is the one thing that can help any player in any system. So Brock has the experience. He played in some huge games. He started 40-something games in college. So and going and being at Iowa State, you're playing probably competition a little bit better. So I think he's going to continue to grow. I think what we're seeing now is not where he's going to be. He's going to be better than that. He's going to continue to get better every week, and our job is just to keep him upright so he can continue to develop.
After that face mask of McCaffrey, did that increase the intensity?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even see it. But anytime we get a face mask, it's 15-yard penalty. Everybody loving that. I don't know if it made anybody go harder, but you know what I'm saying? It's almost like, glad y'all made that mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get a sense that your own defense took Dallas's #1 defense billing personally?
I don't know. I don't know if they did. Maybe you can ask one of them. Mm-hmm. But I know that when 1 and 2 defense going against each other, you know what I'm saying. I think that's a whole game in itself. You know what I'm saying. And obviously they're competing. You got Micah, you got Nick Bosa. All of those guys want to make an impact on the game. Being both of the 2 best pass rushers and that the game has to offer. So I think maybe they took that as a challenge. I don't know. They look exactly the same as I see them every week. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.